Welcome to another episode, everyone. Please subscribe to the channel if you have not done so. OG Baby Gangsta. I believe he's from Santana Block, Compton, Crip. Well, he chastises the youngsters who were pressed by the Hispanics that pulled up on them a little while back and asked them where they were from and etc. And people were saying that they didn't stand up correctly. He chastises them somewhat. He's an OG from Compton. Triple OG. Shout out to Baby Gangsta. Yeah, this is his topic here tonight. He's doing a live, and he's addressing it. He does say that they did the right thing by going home, but he too believes that essentially it was a setup by the podcaster who was filming it. Let's get into it.
It's about them two young brothers, you know what I'm saying, from Acacia Block. You know what I'm saying? They got caught lacking, you know what I'm saying, in the wrong part of town. For one, they youngsters, and they not worldly. For one. For two, they shouldn't have been in somewhere where they don't know nothing about, especially that area over there. It ain't really no brother blacks live over there. That's damn near like all Mexicanville. You know what I'm saying? In that part, East LA way, there ain't really no blacks, so there's a whole lot of racist mofos over there. And for two, the way theirs on camera popping, you know what I'm saying? The way theirs on camera popping, they should have been strapped. Talking about them niggas from their neighborhood, and they the trophies and all this. Man, y'all, evidently y'all ain't been taught the right way, homie. You know what I'm saying? You don't never go nowhere where you don't know nothing about without your heater. And if you gang banging, and if you them dudes, you should have your heaters with you. You know what I'm saying? Off the top. If you out there gang banging, you a youngster, wherever you go, your heater should be with you, man. And that's real. If you really about that life, now if you out there faking, then that's a different subject, different story. But if you really about that life, you supposed to have that thing with you. Now they said that it was, my boy just said that they said that it wasn't just two Mexicans, it was 5 of them. And they had heaters. You know what I'm saying? Now I knew something was wrong, you know.
Yeah, they one of the youngsters, the shorter one out of the two that was doing that interview, not the one with the little wave cap or whatever over his head with the white t-shirt, the other one that had on a black sweater or whatever. He did an interview, which I did see last night or so, and in which he said people were saying that, you know, that I was a coward or I got marked out or whatever. But man, it was 5 of them that jumped out and they all had blammers, he said. They all had blinkers. So what was I supposed to do? You know, I was supposed to make it home, man. What was I supposed to do? Play tough right there in that situation? He said, I had one, but I didn't have it on me. I had a blinker, but I didn't have it on me. So that was my fault. But yeah, I just had to make it out of that situation. So he did say in that interview that this is what Gangsta is referring to, is my point, that it was 5 of them. I thought that it was 3 of them or so myself, but he said that it was 5 of them and that they all had blammers.
I'm saying, because the fool doing the shoot, why you gonna video them, put the video on them talking, but you ain't putting the video on the other one, on the Migos? You know what I'm saying? That's a red flag right there. You ain't putting it on the Migos, but you putting it on us. You know what I'm saying? And that's crazy. You know? And then the third thing is this. Why the hell would you even post that, man? You ain't give a fuck about them young brothers. And I know if they came out there for you to do a little blog on them, I know that they was paying you. You know what I'm saying? I know they probably was paying you. You know what I'm saying? But them little brothers, they ain't been around long enough to know nothing, man. They supposed to made him delete all that. We can redo this motherfucking vlog, this motherfucking interview. You finna delete all this right here.
And someone was saying in his live right here comment saying that the youngsters told him to go ahead and post it. I believe maybe that's what Rodney in LA had said himself. That's the individual, the podcaster. Shout out to Rodney in LA that had filmed the video. And I believe he too had said in the video that I had covered that they told him, I believe he showed a text message where the individuals, or at least one of the individuals, the rapper, Beezy or whatever his name is, had told him to go ahead and post the video. That's what someone was saying here in Gangster's comments. Well, they told him to post it because Gangster, of course, as we just heard, is saying, he doesn't understand why this individual posted the video. That he doesn't care about those youngsters because he posted the video of them, whatever, not perhaps being shown in the brightest of lights. And then he also had a problem with the camera being on the youngsters when the Hispanics pulled up and pressed them instead of him turning the camera to them. Well, if they had blammers and all that, he's not going to turn the camera to them and put that on camera and all that, I'm sure. I mean, he has to make it out of that situation as well. I don't know. It's just a tough situation, man.
You ain't finna post this shit up. He got the brothers looking like, they some busters and they scared. You know what I'm saying? But if the fools, you know what I'm saying, had their heaters and there was 5 of them, you know what I'm saying? They did the right thing. Ain't no need, you know what I'm saying, to play tough and get smoked. You know what I'm saying? Because if they really did something to them that foul, they could have came at least with that action and coming back. Yeah, because I'm already knowing when they said fuck Compton, I'm waiting to see if they finna take the fuck off. Because that's automatic. We claim Compton before we claim our neighborhoods. Bus that's from Compton. Where you from, Compton? Nigga, the CPT, 2 C's, the CPT all day. It's that OGCC. You know what I'm saying? So I knew right then that, you know what I'm saying, there was something wrong. I kind of figured the day was heated. I didn't know it was 5 of them, though. But I figured that the fools was heated. That's why the fool didn't put them on camera. You know what I'm saying? When he didn't put them on camera, when they was talking, I was saying to myself, they probably heated. I just didn't want to say, but yeah. But hopefully,
Well, I damn sure said it. Hell, the dude had his hand under his shirt or was reaching in his shirt or whatever. I said, yeah, for sure they was blammered up. I mean, it's just common sense, bro. The Southsiders do not go around squabbling and fighting and looking for blacks to beat up or other Southsiders to beat up, for that matter, for the gangs that beef with one another. They're going to pull a trigger, bro. They're going to put in work. They're not pushing up on any blacks talking about where you from and then saying F your hood and they not strapped. And them dudes might be strapped or what? No. And they steady pressing forward. No. Yeah, they ready to, they're about to go off with that thing. Believe that. Broad daylight and all that. And that's what I just alluded to. That's why Rodney, Baby Gangsta, pretty much just answered his own question. I mean, that's why Rodney didn't turn the camera on them. Because, he doesn't want to get caught up in that as far as now you filming us and we got guns, and open fire on his ass and get the videotape or something. He like, oh no, let me stay away from this situation. And kept the camera on 2 individuals that did not have a weapon.
I'm saying?
But I do agree that, as I said at that time, that they did the right thing. You got to make it out. You got to make it home. Damn, trying to play tough in that situation. I'm not going to do it. Hell no. I'm not about to play tough like that. I don't have a burner, and I know for sure that they do, and they're steady coming at me and getting aggressive, talking about F my hood and all that. Okay, they're not here to play. F it then. F my hood. Shit. I'll deal with you later. Let me make it home. Let me make it out of this situation. Then I'll come back and handle you, man. But right now, damn, that playing tough. Too many people have done it in that scenario and never made it out, never made it home. Okay, yeah. What, they died a hero, they died tough? Now, damn all that. The objective is always to maintain your freedom and then and always, of course, to make it home alive, safe, with both of your eyes, both of your ears, with with both of your legs and both of your arms or whatever. You're trying to make it home the same way you left out. So playing tough in that situation, hey, you got caught slipping. That's it. They hit him up too. Hey, man, what y'all doing over here? Y'all rappers? Yeah, man, I'm from rapper from Compton, California. Yeah. I'm pretty sure I did the same, man. I'm just a rapper, man. Please. Shit. Play tough if you want to and get your noggin blew off, and then what? Nah. They did the right thing, bro. They made it home. Just don't be slipping like that, and don't be talking about you a trophy, that you the trophy in your hood. If you believe, and that's what they were saying in the interview, and if you believe that you are a trophy, meaning, as I explained then, and as he pretty much tried to explain in the interview, in the video, the individual who made the comment, one of the young dudes from Compton, the rapper, the one that was doing a lot of the talking, and had got the other dude from wherever they were from, out, somewhere out in the valley or something, and brought him over there to the hood, to Compton. So he was the leader out of them two or what have you. Nevertheless, he was saying that he was a trophy. And again, that means that you're putting in so much work in your hood. You're so well known. You have such a big of a reputation, that if they kill you, someone's gonna get a lot of accolades. Someone's gonna get a lot of strikes for taking you out. Man, you got him. You killed the main one. You got the trophy. You got the one that we all want. Let's put the trophy on the wall that we took him out. He one of their main dudes. So the dude is running around saying in the interview that he's a trophy. He's the main dude from their hood. The main one putting in work. The main one that the ops want gone, deleted. So how are you the trophy? You're not running around with a strap. People want to get you gone. People want you out of the way because you're a trophy. You can't walk down the street without a strap. People gonna be gunning for you at all times, trying to take you out, the trophy. But the trophy, hey, he wasn't strapped on that occasion. He said he had one, but he didn't have it on him. Well, you wasn't strapped.
This a learning lesson for these youngsters, man. This is definitely a learning lesson, man. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully they learn from this. And while you out there talking about I'm the trophy for my neighborhood, your trophy almost got took. You out there woofing that shit somewhere you don't know nothing about and you ain't even strapped. Come on, man. And you talking about you banging and you the trophy? How you the trophy and you ain't heated? Trophy better be heated, because somebody always trying to take the trophy. Psst, man. But old boy shouldn't have put that up there. He shouldn't have posted that, man. I know that's his vlog, but you know what I'm saying? Advise them youngsters, advise them, hey, homie, you need to delete all that. We can reshoot this shit, but that there, you got to delete that, homie. You know what I'm saying? Straight out, you got to delete it. And then everybody and their mama wonder, oh, Compton Crips got punked. Oh, Compton Crips were scared. All the hater-ass, bust-ass motherfuckers on the internet. But like I say, you motherfuckers wasn't there. Y'all don't know what happened. You know what I'm saying? And the motherfuckers that saying shit, they scary ass would have did the same thing. 5 motherfuckers pull up on you and they heated and you ain't got no pistol, you out of bounds, way out of your area, you can't do nothing but play it off, man, and live to see another day. And if you really feel like they really disrespected you, then you go get your shit and you come back and put that work in.
Yeah, that part. That's what the exact same thing I said when I covered it. Same thing I said right now. I didn't see all of this right here with Gangsta talking. I don't know. This live he went on for 55 minutes. So I don't know how long he speaks on this. He said it was all about this. The headline, the title is "My Opinion on the Situation with the with the 2 Compton gang members getting pressed. So perhaps he talks about this the whole time. We'll go for a little bit longer and see what else he has to say. But I said the same thing, that, hey, at the end of the day, you just got caught. I wasn't tripping on the fact that if it was 2 Hoover members, whatever, I just said the same thing, had the same title or whatever. 2 Hoover members got pressed. Man, that's it. Got caught slipping. They got caught slipping. But as I said then, and I just said earlier, here in this video, that they did the right thing. That you got to make it home, bro. That's it. You're playing tough for what? To get killed out there? Nah. You can say you were tough, or at least you died tough. Nah. You're not trying to die. That's the whole point. Do what you got to do. They ain't tell you to drop to your knees in order to live. They just pressed you. They ain't make you do something you didn't want to do in order to live. Do this then, and we won't kill you. It wasn't nothing like that. It was just, all right then, all right, man, yeah. Yeah, hell yeah, I'd have did the same thing. I'm not going to play tough in that situation and not make it home. And just like I said in the last video, clearly, Gangsta and myself think alike, at least on some things, some situations. Because as I said then, you live, make it another day. And then if you have a problem with it, if you feel like it was an issue, you come back and handle the situation later. Come back and handle it when you can, when you are in a better position. Not when you're in a weak position like that, bringing a knife to a gunfight. That's not the time to stand on your ground.
You know what I'm saying? If you feel like they did really disrespect it, that's what you do. But at the end of the day, you got, everybody named mama, the company, man, really, it wasn't really shit to me. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's taking me this long to even say something about it. This shit happened 4, 5, 6 days ago, man. I could have jumped on here the same day and said, but it really wasn't shit to me, but 2 youngsters got caught slipping. And I see why it went the way that it went. And you got Poetic Flacco, he on that motherfucker, oh yeah, told you these Crips, these gangbangers are scary, these LA guys are scared of Mexicans. Fat motherfucker, you ain't gonna do a goddamn thing to nobody. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the motherfucking day, you know what I'm saying? If 5 motherfuckers pull up on you with pistols, what you gonna do? You probably fall to your knees and eat their dick up. For real, for real. If any one of them was gay in that motherfucker. But they just be looking for something, man. These internet buzzards, I call them buzzards, man. These internet buzzards just be flying around the internet waiting for some dead roadkill. Waiting for like buzzards, waiting for roadkill, man. And he don't know what the fuck he talking about, man. He really shouldn't even have no gangs in his motherfucking mouth because he think he's safe, but sooner or later, somebody gonna see his fat ass and put a foot in his ass, or might even put some hot lead in his ass. You know what I'm saying? For real. Because he sure doing a lot of disrespecting, but he think it ain't disrespect, but when the right mofo catch him, these dudes on the internet think everything is just free fall and ain't nobody serious. You got some dudes out here that's serious about they banging, man, and serious about the disrespect too. You know what I'm saying? So don't be surprised. Surprise. Do not be surprised, man, when you get a foot in your ass.
Yeah, I've been saying this, of course, And again, I didn't see all of this. I didn't know he was about to get to Flacco. Hell, he might get to me too because I covered it. But yeah, we all know. I've been saying some of the same things. Flacco does say a lot and do a lot. And some of these dudes are very serious about what they believe in. Right or wrong, you can call it what you want. But they're willing to die for what they believe in at the end of the day. And many have already died for what they believe in. So some of the stuff that he says, I wouldn't say. I'd be too damn scared to say it. Being in LA, that's out. But hey, I guess he got more heart than me.
Yes. And that's real, man. You know, but when you wait long enough, the whole story always comes out. You know what I'm saying? So they say even the fool that did the podcast, the blog, said that it was 5 of them and they had heaters. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, little youngsters did what they had to do and they lived to see another day. You know? And if they really feel disrespected, which I would, for them saying fuck Compton, you know what I'm saying? Hey, motherfuckers know what they supposed to do. That's on them if they don't do it. But motherfuckers know what they supposed to do. If you really about that life. RSA popping with no burner. Yeah, for real. Say this young era not built like our era OG. You got that right. You know what I'm saying? When I was out there youngster nigga, I ain't go nowhere without my heater. Nowhere. And that's real. Black Warrior Spirit, what's up, baby? Say peace and blessings, Miss Michelle. Salute, Queen. RSA, he said they told him to post it. Man, they ain't told that motherfucker. Who the hell gonna tell somebody to post something like that? That's some bullshit. If they told him to post it, they dumber than I thought.
Yeah, I don't know, bro. I think they got the text message.
I don't think he don't.
I think he got the text message, like I said. I could be wrong, but he showed a text message because I covered that video right in L.A. where he was responding to people saying that he had set those 2 individuals up. And he said, look, man, they told me to post it or whatever. He was showing a text message. Yeah, he was saying, dude was saying, man, it's going to go viral and this and that, which it did. So I don't know, bro. But Gangsta, he doesn't believe that they told him to post it.
Jabri Gibson, what's up? I don't think they told him to post that. Rodney L.A. said the brothers told him to post a video. I don't think they did that. I do not think they told him that. Richard Wise say they supposed to have been schooled on not doing the podcast out the hood. If it was live, all his followers got the location in the drop, without a doubt. Comrade, what's up, boy? 619 Cap say, what's up, G and the FBA family? Michelle say, what up, comrade? RS say he got marked out by WAG 100 and spit on at no jumper. 619 say, Michelle, what's up, Lady G Rider?
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and stop it there. Shout out to Baby Gangsta. Go check out his channel. It's OGN TV. OGN TV. That's the name of his channel, I believe. And that's his take on it. He's an OG from Compton, as I said, as we know. OG Compton Crip. And he had a problem with Flacco and his coverage of it and what he had to say. And other podcasters. Didn't mention anyone else, at least not to this point, that I've played it. But however, he said they did the right thing to make it home. That they were slipping. He did chastise them, saying, man, you're supposed to be strapped everywhere you go. You're out there popping it in the wrong place and you popping it. And then he said, that he would feel disrespected in that same situation. And essentially implying then that he would holler back at those dudes. That basically they should be doing the same thing. It should have already happened by now, but whatever. That's his take on it, and I agree. As I said, they just don't be slipping like that. But I agree they did the right thing to make it home. That's not the time to play tough. Damn all that. Get out of this situation and then take care of it later. But the main thing would be to get out of the situation. Obviously, you don't want to be in that situation to begin with, and you wouldn't be, if you had your thing going, or if you didn't. But even that's not necessarily enough if it's 5 of them and it's 2 of you, and maybe only you got a thing, or maybe even if both of y'all got a thing, these dudes, it's 5 of them. If they all got things, they coming up on you, And you might even have a chance to go in there and pull your thing out. Any of that stuff. The way they pressed up on you, you might not even have a chance to get your thing out. So you really shouldn't even been in that area to begin with. You just got to be smart about everything. What Gangsta said, it's an area that doesn't have many black residents. So, you out of bounds to begin with. It's just all a crazy situation. Let me know what you think in the comments. They did make it out. They made it home. That's the main thing I would say. They damn sure got pressed. And they damn sure broke it down. But again, most people would in that situation. And if you would not have in that situation, you would be crazy. And you'd probably be dead. Stay safe and stay free, people.